Hmm. Main app dash everything. Hmm. I forgot how to do this. We gotta go. Oh, what is this? My original arrow. Oh yeah, that's fine. But, there we go. Sweet. Okay. Let me get. Boom. Okay, and then we want to. We want to. That's fine. I got some more room here to work with. Okay, now let's go ahead and get some tunes going here. Get. Hey, what's up, my boy Lance? How's it going? Let's get some tunes going here. Alright. That should be good. Trying a new little thing, using my phone camera up here as the cam. Seeing how I like it. Let me lower down this a little bit though. Thank you. Maybe a little higher. There we go. There we go. Cool. Okay. All right, we're back. What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Michael. We're back in our normal setup here today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be working on the project here. I did do some more coding last night after I got off stream. I was up until like 2 a.m. just chilling while my girlfriend was in bed. I was downstairs in the kitchen just doing some coding at the table. And I added on this little tape here, which I think is kind of cool. Has a little bit of like transparency, make it look like tape. Now, I think I definitely want to overlay a texture over the top of that today, maybe today. But also today we're gonna work on the text, right? I want to work on the text, so we'll say goals for today. Let's make a little chat thing. Goals for today. Oh shoot! How does it do that? Goals. How do you do like oh, like option? No. Sorry guys, I'm spamming here. Trying to figure out how to do multiple things. Today's goals are to one. Whatever. I'm just gonna actually do this. We are building Birdie Rose Close a website to feed customers into there we go. Okay. We'll pin that up. We had a lot of people ask yesterday what we're doing. Okay, let's keep on pushing here. So I definitely, for today's goals, I would like to work on a sold product card, like marking these as sold and what to do if sold. And then maybe a secondary design, a secondary theme for the tape, potentially to be like doubles, right? And then we could decide that. And then obviously doing like the sold, and then the text. So we have 3 things we want to work on for today. Let's try to see how much we can get done. Let me know what you guys are working on and studying. If you guys are working, thank you guys so much for being here. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get to some programming. I hope you guys are having a good day. Let me know what you guys are working on. All right, let's roll. Okay, so we want to, first things first, which one should we do? Let's do sold product card. So product card. So this is our product card. We have our tape section, our Polaroid section, our image section with a caption. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I would like to let's go to, so props sold, right? Props.sold. So we'll say, let's pass in status. All right, let's go to our database here. What does our data say? So we have a sold indicator here, right? I don't think there's a status title. Yeah, there is a status available. We also have sold false. Okay. Okay, so then we'll say status available. So prop status equals, we'll pass in product dot status, and then we will go into our program here, and let's say that we want to access the so the thing is we have prop. Okay, so we have the images here. So what I would like to do is we have the actual images here. So I'm gonna write some JavaScript here in the image to detect if the props dot source is sold, then we're going to set the style to the sold style, right? So inside of the styles here, we would like to how do you do this? Oh god. So if we want to, what would we have to do? So if we want to detect the so would I want to like just write an if statement in here, or what would be the best way to, let's say this, let's query the chat, but we're not going to have it say it first. We're going to say no code, what are the steps I need to well, let me use the please don't show me code. I'm back working on my project on the Polaroid product cards, trying to create a flag detecting the props pass through for status, detecting if sold. Then I would have an additional style implemented on the image, like being grayed out or whatever, you know. So I don't want to show any code. I want to write it myself and learn, because I'm bad at JavaScript. I'm a Python guy. What are the steps I would need to do this? I was thinking I would have to write something like inline, like some JavaScript in the class name using my Tailwind and React setup here. I don't think I really would need to make it super robust with like a state variable, or because I just need to do a basic conditional check within the styling and style if true. Let's see that. Steps to implement a conditional as item sold. Decide how you'll represent the sold status in your data. Since you're already passing prop slug, you'll like know what prop status is. Okay, yeah, whatever. Make sure the component receives the prop when you build each card in your product. Grid pass along the status sold flag into the product card. Yeah. I did that already. Inline conditional if class names. So in JSX, class name, you can accept a JavaScript expression. You can write a conditional, a ternary, logical, and, etc. that adds a Tailwind class only if sold is true. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the image here and let's write. Now, would you have to do like this funky, like the backtick stuff that I don't know how to do? How do you, or would I just go like $? No. I don't know. Okay, we're back doing this again. Something like this. For the backticks and stuff in the, do I have an example here that I did before? I'm so bad at it. No. I thought I did it once before. Could be wrong. Oh yeah, here. So class name equals to this. With a backtick inside. What? This is so weird. Anyone know how you should do this? Hey, what's up, Rith? What's up, Diary? Only up front, okay. Only use the bracket up front with a dollar sign. Oh, that's good. Okay. So there shouldn't be any bracket at the start. Only use the bracket with a dollar sign up front using backticks. Only use a what? Oh, I'm so bad at this. This one, okay, we do just a bracket. Okay, I'll say, show me example of the backticks. Don't write the expression I want. Okay. Okay, you do bracket, backtick, the styles you're wanting, style here, backtick, bracket. Ah, okay. Oh my god. Python has spoiled me, boys. Python has spoiled me so bad. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back in. Hope you're having a good Sunday. It's just chill Sunday for me here. Just got back in from driving back home. Had a weekend with my lady friend. Okay, so now we need to write an expression here. So, how do you do that in JavaScript? Oh my god. Oh, so trash. I'm weak, you guys. I gotta watch a JavaScript tutorial. It's gonna be my biggest bottleneck trying to make this, man. Any sort of like, any sort of stuff like this, I'm just done for. Alright. No, I don't want to. I need to look it up. Let me look up JS conditional React. The and, right? Okay. Let's say you have a packing list component as defined as packed or not. Notice that the item is packed true, is packed true, is packed false. Notice that some items has a component is packed, which is a proc, is false. You can write this as an if-else statement, like so. So return. So if is packed, the proc. Okay. What did it call it earlier? What did my boy Rithvik call it earlier? He said ternary inside. Ternary expression. Ternary expression React. Okay, condition this value of true, value of false. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, you say, this might be kind of hard for you guys to read, sorry. Let's say React and Tailwind. A ternary operator is a common and effective way to conditionally apply case classes by state and condition. And the ternary is in the class name. Okay. Is active. Okay, we're looking for that. If it's true. Ah, okay. Okay, cool. Let's try that out. So we want to say we have a prop, right? So actually we're going to pass in, not status then, because the sold is the conditional statement for true or false here for the Boolean, right? This is our status detecting like state within our database, like life cycle, product life cycle. So if we say here we would want to say, let's actually redo in the grid we need to pass in, sorry, just the sold Boolean expression, right? Now if we say props not sold, let's go back to our example here. We have just a question mark that we would say, okay, if that is true, right, then like prop sold question mark, then we're going to do now, can you say grayscale 100? Else, do we just say null? No, yeah, just for this individual statement. Okay, now what we can do is let's go into our database here. Let's alter one of these bad boys to say sold. Here. True. Oh, let's go. Yes. Look at us, boys. Look at us, look at us, look at us. Yeah, really, we're gonna get there, man. I appreciate the help, but like if I ask AI not to show me the code, then you know, we gotta learn how to do it ourselves, man. Well, I like your tips above. Your tips above were for real. Let's get caught up on some chats. What ternary inside class I'm using the that's right, sorry. Kerwin, thanks, dude. I'm using AI the right way. Appreciate that. You appreciate that. Hopefully, trying my best. Programming Lance, we are this one just uses React, Tailwind, so it's obviously the combo of JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and whatever else comes in there, and then just Python for my backend because I got a big Python backend. Pause. I like it. What's up, guys? Using object destructuring. It's not an efficient way. You can just write the prop name directly using object destructuring. Just write the prop name directly. Okay, let's ask, is it bad to pass in a prop into the ternary expression? Not bad at all. It's actually super normal when reacting to props already been Boolean is still true. Then using it directly in training conditional is clean and readable and mental model sold grayscale status. Oh, you mean like props this way and like doing props dot, or you want me to pass in directly like the given prop or whatever? Prop can mean if I know what it means time. React components use props to communicate with each other. Props is the formal JSX tag, class name, source, alt, width, height. There's only props you can pass to an image. You can pass to an image or render. No, you can give it props to a child component. So this is where you pass them in directly, or you can take them in. This syntax called destruction is an equivalent to reading properties from a function parameter. Destruction is props destructuring a pitfall. Oh my god. Rather than direct pass in the as param in the comp function. This is more about style and ergonomics than correctness, but both work fine when it comes to trade-offs. Very explicit, you know you're always working with props, whatever. No surprise you add new props later. Nothing breaks until you call them. Can get wordy if you're repeating props.sold or slug all over. Clean and short and easy to read, makes it obvious. If you get to answer prop, it gives you undefined silent. Okay, it just kind of seems like a preference per deal. I don't really use the AI to write code, so I don't really care to use Claude Code or whatever. I just whatever gives me the tips I need to learn. That's the main thing. I use it to learn. We write stuff on our own here. Okay. What's up, Vu? When? I graduated. Yeah, I'm 26. I graduated a degree in human biology and a minor in chemistry back in 2021. Man, that feels like such a long time ago. That's crazy. Okay, so now we have... Okay, so now we also need to add it to this conditional to the image below for here, right? If we... right? Now we'll add this one here. Down into this guy. Oh, there we go. So now both will be grayed. Now, should I disable the hover feature if it was sold? Right? Should we disable? I have a pinned comment in the chat. Does it not show? Let me go to my stream. Let's see there. Let's put it to the test. I got tired of repeating it over and over again last night, so I pinned a little comment. Yeah, it shows. Okay, cool. So we got that. We're working on the sold indications here. We built these Polaroids, and I added this tape little feature last night, which is kind of cool. I want to style this up by maybe overlaying a texture masking a texture over it and like lowering the opacity and maybe adding in a little bit of like maybe another sub element of another tape on top of it to kind of give it like a little three dimension. I don't know, we'll kind of play around with it. But I like how we got it going so far. It looks pretty good. Now this is the text is temporary. We're gonna work on the caption today, the sold indication. We'll see how far we can get. And what was the last thing we wanted to do? The caption, the sold. I should have wrote it down. That's why I should have wrote it down, you guys. Caption, sold, and the double tape, I think. Yeah, double tape. I want to have an alternate style rather than, because it looks kind of mundane. For one, I want to have the tapes be random size between a certain range. So it's kind of like randomized cuts of tape, you know, make it look less uniform and kind of more random, for lack of a better word, realistic. And then also I want to make a secondary style where the corners are taped at like 45-degree angles rather than at the top, you know. And then, you know, having some different size tapes, obviously. So just some different styles to kind of make it more fun and, yeah, and like cute or whatever. We're trying our best here to come up with some cool stuff. Oh, no worries, dude. Appreciate you for coming in. You're awesome, my guy. Okay. Let's do, okay, so now if sold, I want to show this div, right? So we have these images here, which are in this div here. And so on top of this div, we're going to have another div, right? This is going to say sold, right? Or let's put a note. Thank you for the, oh, we got a watching party. Thank you, Griff. Griff, you've raided me before, right? Thank you so much for the raid, my guy. I appreciate you for the raid. Your name sounds very familiar. I haven't gotten a raid on Twitch in a long time, though, so I always forget to start it. That's probably why. Thanks, dude. What's going on, everybody? We're building Birdie Rose Clothes right now. We started this project, which is me and my girlfriend run a vintage online store where we sell and rehome vintage clothing at a pretty affordable rate. That's what we kind of pride ourselves for some of these, vintage pieces, which are cool. Mainly specializing in kind of female clothing right now, but we're moving into male clothing as well, and unisex clothing. These are just some dummy test items for right now, but we wrote a script and started this with a Depop scraper I wrote in Python live on stream to basically extract all of our information by intercepting the network response given to the front end on Depop, the public-facing information. Through that, we extracted out pictures and product information so we can sync that to our database to link together products that are now on the Depop, so we don't have to do that ourselves. Through that, we are then populating them into a site to basically feed customers into, right? And then, or to serve as like a helper to get customers into the Depop to check out. We don't need to do carting or whatnot or check out on our system here because I really like the way the Depop does it and their fees are pretty reasonable and their shipping is nice. So I just kind of let them handle it. So let's just feed customers to them and abide by their TOS too. And so, yeah, and keep it all in sync that way. So we create like an automated kind of a tech-based clothing store here. I don't know. It's kind of fun. That's just what I know how to write. Python. Okay. Let's keep rolling here. So we're going to take this div. Let's make this, so we're going to take this and make this relative. And then we want to have this div is relative. So this is the div. We're going to create another div element here. And then we're going to wrap this guy inside. We're going to take this guy, wrap him in here, And then we're going to make, so this is going to be class name. We'll make this absolute. Oh, right, and then we'll make this. So now, where did that go? I'm trying to get the sold to be on top of the thing here. So then if we make this Z of overall, let's say, like, let's just make it pretty large, like 50. There it comes. So let's see how far we go down. 30, 20, 10, 0. There it goes away. So 10. So we got to bring it above the Z plane. So that worked out nice. Now, do I need this absolute? Yes, I do, in order to bring it on top of the picture completely, right? Okay, cool. So now, can I make it into the center of the entire of the image? So we'll say, how can we say, how to center according to parent in Tailwind. Align to center an element according to its parent container. Several methods can be used. Horizontal centering block ones use MX Auto utility class on the element itself. Anybody know? Anybody have any ideas? So let's try it out. Let's just try some stuff. MX Auto. No. Align. Middle. No. Items. Let's just go like this. Let's do border. Okay, let's do width full. Height full. Definitely don't want to do that. But we're seeing where it's at here. Do you have any ideas? Ah, shoot. So transform translate maybe? Let's try that. So left 1/2. Ooh. Translate X. I think I wrote this somewhere else in here. On the tape, I thought. Yeah, translate X 1/2. Okay, now can we do translate Y 1/2? No. So that puts us up at the top in the middle. So that does center. And middle, whatever that vertical line. Maybe flex item center, justify center. Okay, so let's say justify. If I remove this, what does that do? It doesn't do anything. If I say items center, that doesn't do anything. Align. Middle? No. So if let's give it a flex then. I mean, what would it be? That's not flex because it's like. Well, I have to, maybe I do like, because the div is. I don't know. I don't want to ask AI just yet. I want to try to see if we can get it. Because it's a text. So what if I just give it a size like a... I just want to get like the div to be in the center because then I might put it either an image or a text or I'm not sure what I should do. Okay, so we have, if I put this back, let's say sold, the left 1/2 translate x 1/2 will put us into the center at the top. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I want to see. Okay, I am trying. No, I'm not gonna give it that much. I want to give it just this. What would I need to do to inherit, not inherit, to center the sold div over the relative image below, both vertically and horizontally? Since you have a parent relative, you can also send, you can absolute the child sold over absolute the inside, like your image of the translate trick. Okay, so top 1/2. Let's try this. So we were kind of close. Let's go back. Here we go. So top 1/2, or so that's left 1/2. What happens if I do the top 1/2? Oh, that puts us right in the middle. Okay, we were right there. Dang it, we were really close. Pause. And then we want to do this guy, but this is translate Y. This is right in the center. There we go. Nice. Okay, sick. That's awesome. Okay, so now let's give this a little bit of size, right? Let's go. Width is 40. Let's make this 30. Height is going to be 20. No way, 10. Round. We'll do 2XL. Oops, late. Felt a bug on me. I swear there's a bug on me. Where are you? Get off me leg. My leg. What's up, everybody? We're almost to 3200 here. Appreciate everybody being here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me back up the camera a little bit. It's a little close. Hey, thanks for the follow. Produced by Jerry. I like that. Do you make music, Jerry? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You the man. Oh shoot, I'm missing chats. Oh, sorry, Griff. Oh, dang it, see, I was in the wrong chat panel. My bad, you guys. Thanks, Griffin. Yeah, we are using Tailwind, React. Python is our backend. Big Python guy here. We are building a product page for our business, Birdie Rose Clothes. Currently deciding, I want you guys' opinion. Do you guys like the name Birdie Rose Clothes? Do you guys like it? Like, do you guys think it's like good? Like, my girlfriend and I were kind of going through some contemplation about like whether we should rebrand to something more like, we like kind of like the vintage like 90s 80s kind of grunge name feel. Like, I don't know, we like the name, she likes the name like Bitter Linen, and kind of have more of like an 80s grunge type feel, like with our like vibe we have now, or like you know, but also that doesn't really fit our aesthetic either, because in reality we kind of are more just like fun. We're not really like the hardcore either. We're just bullet roids and having fun and chilling. So I don't know, I'm kind of torn. Okay, so now this is going to be, this div is going to show, oop, what happened? Okay. This div is going to show if this is sold, right? Is it? Yes. Okay. We're gonna do this, okay. We're gonna say props dot sold. We'll say, do we want to say opacity or like show? Like, layout, display, visibility, visible, invisible, collapse. Use the collapse utility to hide table rows. Invisible versus visible. I always get those confused. What's the diff? Use the invisible utility to hide an element but still maintain its place in the document, affecting the layout of the other elements. So I guess because we're using this, the sizing or the dimensions, I'm not sure if that matters. So we'll just say, quote, visible. No, if, yeah. Thank you. Who is that? Who is that? Let me open the, sorry, Streamlabs dashboard. Okay, here we go. Sentil, thank you, dude. Appreciate you. You're awesome, my guy. No, don't steal my idea. Don't steal my idea. No shit, no! Don't! No, it's alright, whatever. The code will be live on my GitHub. It's currently just in my dev branch, so you can't really see that one, I don't think. But when I push it, it'll be public for sure. I don't really care. It's whatever. I'm doing it live right now, so you guys go back and just copy it. Visible. So we have like, then we would say just invisible. Ah, look at that. Okay, let's fill this with background red. Aha, let's get rid of this border. Let's just make, so let's just that for now, that's fine. Actually, let's keep the border. Let's do border dash, let's do red. Let's do a little bit of a complement red. Just to spice it up here. That looks so bad. It's whatever. We'll have to figure out how to make some better designs. 500. Let's make this 400 and this 300. Nah, that looks trash. Does this go all the way up to like... Okay, so now we'll go, we want to say text center. Vertical cursor text vertical? No. Is it items center? No. It's align middle? No. Justify center? No. Text dash vertical? No. Oh my gosh. Align content, font, text decoration, text transform, text vertical align. I swear I typed that. Did I not? Vertical align. Oh, trolling. Align. Middle. Am I trolling? A sold stamp effect. Oh, like just like the word sold, like a stamp. Like that. Okay, I think we can do that. Let's try it. We don't need to, let's see if we can recreate that. Okay, so we'll try. We want border. Let's do red, like 800. Deep red. Nah, that's too deep. Pause. Chill. We'll do border 8. Let's do 4. That's fine. Maybe, yeah, okay. Let's do not rounded. Let's do rounded XL. Okay. Let's do red 500. 600. Okay. Let's do sold. Do we have to do text color or just text? Is it color? Font. Bold. Where's my docs? Color. Text. Red. Okay, yeah. Text. Red. 600. Okay. Now we want to say we gotta do that. How can we get the text to go in the middle? I don't know, dude. People, I think, are just, they don't enjoy the ride, man. They just want to get something out there and get it quick and make a quick buck. I don't know, dude. Like, yeah, like, things are supposed to speed you up, but at what point are we going too fast? I'm moving too fast. You know, I like to, you know, I like to move. I'm a fast-paced guy, but, you know, so I like to take my time on, like, projects and build them. I don't want to, like, just bust something out in, like, a week just to bust something out. Like, I don't know. Okay, I can't get this text to align. Let me take this div. Let's say, having some issues getting this text center. I thought the align middle would do. Only applies to inline or inline block elements, not block elements, like your div. That's why not working here. To center the text inside your badge, you can use flexbox. Okay. Okay. Flex. Justify. Center. Items. Center. Okay. Now I don't think, do I need text center? No. That takes care of that. Justify dash center. There we go. Okay, so now let's boost this font size up and space out the letters. So can we say text transform? No. Text decoration style. Double dotted, wavy, dashed. Decoration thickness, color, line. Text align, list style, line, height line. Font stretch, font style, font weight, smoothness, font size. That just stretches it. I want to give some spacing in between the spacing in between letters. The chili is tracking. That controls letter spacing. Tracking tight, normal, okay. Tight. tracking. Okay. Where should we stick this guy here? Tracking. Why? What did do anything? Why? Are they tracking 100 pixels? Whoa! So the thing is, they're starting to get off center. The tracking starts to off. Well, I think it's because it's pushing. So if I say overflow dash just hidden. No. This tracking starts to off center. Yeah, good eye. When you increase tracking, the text gets wider even though your flex box is centered. The text usually is more productive if you lost center in a small badge. Keep flex centering. Adjust the padding width to make the badge. Okay, so just make the compensate with a lighter width or higher width. But we have room. Let me make the padding 0, I guess? I don't know. So if we say width of 36, see if I do like 15 here, maybe not 13, maybe 12, but then make the width like that fits to this. So let me do this. Let me, instead of putting a div in here, let me do a paragraph or maybe a text. I think there's a, isn't there a text element we can do? Oh. What's going on? Right? Yeah, maybe not. Let's just do inside of here, do a paragraph tag. Sold. Go. Tracking. Right. Say 32. Okay, this is our paragraph tag here. Flex, translate, rounded XL, text, font bold. So we'll take the font and we'll put it, all the font stuff we'll throw onto here. Rounded XL, text red. Okay. And then search for top. Okay. Now font, text, hash. Sold. So there's what's going on here. So if I do, let's do order here. Do order. Text. No. Oh, how do you do? Why do I have some spacing on the right side of this? The text has some more spacing on the right side. The extra space on the right side of your piece in line by default. Tracking increases space after the last character to combine with to make the paragraph login stretches. Just so make a flex justify center item center with full. Okay, man, gotta just trust myself and keep doing it. Justify center items center with full. That didn't do it. Flex justify center item center with full tracking font bold text. What's up with this Charlie Puth coding stuff? What is this? Is this the new meme? You think I should just steal one off the internet? I kind of like the... Well, I just want to figure out how we can get this to flex. I don't think that width full. Justify item center. PX4. I didn't add that. Is that I have that here? Who is that? Sleeping Forest. Thank you, dude. I like that name, Sleeping Forest. Thanks so much for coming in. Hey DevQuest, how's it going, my guy? Learning JavaScript? Yeah, me too. I'm learning it. I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best. We were struggling how you figure out these backticks. Udam, how's it going, my guy? Welcome back in, dude. Appreciate you coming in. How you doing? What you been working on? I don't know. Let me see. Let me take this paragraph tag and see if it fixes it. I don't think it's not anything different than what we're doing. No. Why do we have some padding taking place? Why is this causing this? Let me do the... So remove the padding when adding tracking pixel uses controls. So if you go display block instead, oh god. Oh god. Why can't we get this to do it? It's trolling us. Because even if we did the tracking dash widest, I feel like that's still how to remove the added end padding from the tracking. Actually, apply to every character, including the last one. It makes it look like there's playing on the right. Wrap the letter in a span and reset tracking. Wrap the last letter in span? Use inline flex and gap instead of tracking. Oh, that's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Let's do that. Gap. So I say inline flex. Font bold. Oh, then you span all the letters. Oh, this is kind of funny. Span. It's a cool little trick, I guess. Then I guess I could just remove this paragraph tag and just make this a div tag. Right. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Now let's make this 3XL, and then let's increase the border to 5, and then let's go width of 36, height of 12, and then let's go ahead and put a rotation on this transform. We're going to how do you do this? How did I do it to the tape again? Oh, just rotate. That's right. Rotate dash. Let's control this a little bit more. Let's say 45 degrees. No, negative 30 degrees. Okay, let's do 20, 10. There we go. I like that. Maybe like an 8, just a little bit more subtle for like less aggression. 6. 6. I like that. Sold stamp. Boom. That looks good. Now, let's see how that looks. Nice. That looks good. Sweet. I like that a lot. Let me get caught up on some chats here. Sorry. I'm currently working on a native desktop app for process tracking and monitoring some AI stuff to make you work on your projects. I was asking that. What is that AI window you were asking stuff? What is that? Oh, it's just the ChatGPT hot window. So if you get the ChatGPT app, you can open it and then just minimize it, and then you can press Option Space, and you can. I think you have to enable a setting, and it's kind of like a little glass hot window to kind of like do quick searches. It's really helpful. That span hack makes sense because it applies the space after each letter. Yeah, exactly. The why that wasn't working before, and it makes sense why it wasn't working before, is that the that what we're using the I forgot that other thing we were using to stretch out the letters, right? That was increasing the space at the end letter as well. So let's instead just use an inline flex, and then use a gap on all of these, right? And then we can control it via the gap. So that has sold. Now what we could do is let's get like a broken, like a ripped texture to overlay and cut out. It would be kind of cute, cool actually, is like a ripped piece of paper that was taped on there, like a piece of paper or like a sticky note. What if I literally took a picture of a sticky note, like that had some crinkle in it, and wrote sold on it, and then had it look like it was like pasted, it was like stuck on there? That's kind of cool. What do you guys think about that? Give me some chill vibes. Oh, here we go. Hey Nishal, how's it going? Yeah, the sticky note idea is good. I feel bad we just did all this. Let me see if I have a. Well, even like a crinkled up piece of paper, would be kind of cool. I think. What if I did like. Hold on. We can maybe make a better one, but let's just get like a rough mock-up here. Let me make some cutouts here. I have an idea. We're going full designer mode here. So you can't get this kind of design with the AI, guys. You gotta open up your third eye and get some creativity going. Let's see if we can kind of make a cute little ripped kind of piece of paper. Maybe a little bit smaller. Okay, like that. Let's write on here. Let's write on here. Sold. Okay. Now what I'm going to do So I'm going to take my camera, gonna unlock it here. Okay, that's paused, right? Pause. Okay. Yeah, that's paused. Okay, now you can't see. Okay. Now I'm gonna open up my actual camera. I'm gonna take a picture of this with the flash on. Try to get right above it. Let me do another one. Okay, now let me airdrop this to myself. Let me hide my screen in case I don't want to show my phone number, just in case. Okay, we got the image. Okay, now let's go into, this is kind of a cool idea. Quick little mock-up here. We can obviously give some more detail with it, but we can just whip up something together here. Let's open up Photoshop. Okay. So a new file. Let's just go like, and then let me put my phone back. Get the camera back on it. All right. Cool. Okay, so now let's go here. Let's do, bring in this photo. See, this is what's nice about the Mac, dude, is it's so quick to get this stuff loaded up. Okay. Let's see if we can, we have to rasterize this, or is it already good? Hit rasterize. Let's go select subject. Beautiful. Let's see if we can feather a little bit. I want to keep kind of that edge. Oh, whatever. Let's mask it. That looks cool. Okay. Now, that looks really good actually. Now let's take this. Let's increase the size. Right? And then we need to do the thing that goes like this. We need to go File, or Image, Trim. Okay, there we go. File, Export as. Let's go export. Let me get around this guy. Let me just throw it on my desktop real quick. Note. Okay, so now should have this guy here. Note, beautiful. Let's take this guy. We got a background on there. We don't want a background, so let's go back into Photoshop. File, export as, PNG, export, desktop, note. Okay. Now we'll delete the JPEG one. Move this to our trash bin. Now let's come back into VS Code here. Go to our assets for the product comp, or product feature. Let's put in our note here. Beautiful. Look at that. Quick and easy. That's what's nice about MacBook and having iPhone is just so quick to get a quick, transfer in, Photoshop, boom, just like that, 2 minutes, literally got that in. Ideas coming to life here. What's going on, everybody? We got 11 people in here. I appreciate y'all if you could get a like on a stream. Appreciate everybody. Okay, so I do like this sold. Definitely a backup idea, like a secondary idea. So I think I'm gonna comment it out. Right, so this is gonna be the sold stamp. I'm gonna do like a little conditional here because it might not be there. That's kind of like my way of saying that, right? Now what I'll do here is I'm gonna take this and I'm going to comment this out. I'm gonna make another comment here. I'm gonna say style 1 red stamp sold. Okay, and then we're gonna make another div. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of the same stuff here. So div, let's just open up a div here. Let's take this class name. Okay. We're going to, I'm gonna make the border just black so I can see where it's at for now. We're going to do this is going to be style 2 sticky note. Maybe we could have multiple styles. That'd be kind of cool too. We could use the stamp style to stick a sticky note, and then a regular piece of paper cutout, having multiple different insignias of sold indication or whatever, right? This is gonna be paper cutout. Okay. It's gonna cool. All right, nice. So let's go ahead and throw in here then an image, right? And then we're going to say source is equal to, and we need to import that asset. So we're going to import note.png from dot slash assets slash note oh, so if I say node, oh, let's go. That looks sick. Let's go. Yay. Nice. Dude, would be cute actually. Actually, it would be so cute if you do if I made it like stuck to the Polaroid with a piece of chewed up gum. Oh, that would be such a good idea. Should I redo it really quickly? And chew up a piece of gum and stick it on there? That would be such a good idea. No? What do you guys think? That'd be such a good idea, I think. Okay, so we would do... So this is the paper cutout, sources the node. Okay, let's do here. Class name. All right, let's do shadow. I don't want that big of a shadow. Let's do shadow large. Now, would it be box shadow? Shadow box. There's something on my leg. I swear there was something on my leg. No way. I'm not going crazy. Yo, check it out. Got that socks and the Jesus sandals, boys. Programmer mode. Engaged. That's how you know we're in programming mode. Okay. Hey, we're one sub away from 3,200. Yo. Who's going to be the man? Who's going to be that guy? Who's going to be that guy? Appreciate you guys being here. Okay. So, shadow on, so Tailwind, shadow, let's just do this. It's kind of an obscure question, so I feel like it's okay. Tailwind shadow on PNG with transparent BG. You want the shadow to follow the actual shape of the PNG, use the drop shadow. Drop shadow. That's right. I knew there was a different kind of shadow. So we want drop shadow, large, ooh. Okay, now let's go ahead and say width of the image what if we do two? We need to expand this out. So let's say 100 pixels. That makes it too small. So let's go, it was like 300, I think. So let's go 400 pixels, 500 pixels. Huh. How to increase the size of image and keep aspect ratio. I don't get it. I can make it smaller, I can't make it larger. I can make but not larger. Won't grow bigger than its intrinsic natural picture dimensions unless you supposed to allow it. Scale. So let's say scale. There we go. Let's scale this up. That's cute. I like it a lot, actually. I think it's such a good idea. You guys can call me crazy. I think it's such a good idea. Like, especially if I made it like look like it was stuck there with gum, right? And then I think I should disable the hover. W leg reveal. Slow, you got me shit rocking, man. Okay, let's remove that border now. Let's make the shadow black. Do I have to do drop shadow black? Yeah. There you go. That gives it a little bit more like kind of cool feel. Let's maybe make it a little bit less black, like neutral, or say, what is it? Zinc 900. Let's do 800. There you go. That looks cool. Okay, I should just redo this in Sharpie and then add the gum. I think that'd be such a good idea. That looks such like so cool. Man, dude, I got the big brain ideas. I'm so hyped about this. Okay, then I should take a picture of like some real tape, maybe, and like do real tape. Like, why not make all my assets be real? Like, I think that'd be a cool like all the little features be real assets. Like, now the Polaroid is a little bit difficult because it's the image and stuff. So, and this pretty much does the job. I might add like a slight texture to the Polaroid to give it a little bit more realism. But honestly, from what I've seen online and real Polaroids, it's pretty. A real Polaroid just looks like a blank piece of white. Some of them have some texture, some of them don't. But so I'm not that bummed about that. But that looks sweet. Let me take this and we'll message Discord. I'm going to reduce that shadow. It's a little bit cringe. I want it to be dark, but not zinc, but not black. Give me a shadow color code that isn't black, but black. Charcoal, slate 900, maybe. Kind of has like that little like blue hue to it ish. It's not that bad. It's like a blue, like. Let's do. Soft black. It's a little too dark. Neutral dark. Warm black with a little red tint to it. That might be kind of a good little vintage feel. Charcoal. We'll leave it at that. So I think what I should do is maybe you guys like that? How do we feel about that? What do you guys think about disabling the hover if it's sold? And you guys, who's got ideas? Who's got ideas? Let's throw this in the Discord. You guys are in the Discord, link down below to get access to an entire roadmap for free of my learning journey. Every course book I've read and taken, notes I've read, written. That's such a good idea. Man, I swear there's like a bug on me, but there's nothing there. I'm just like tweaking out. Hey Josh, what does your day look like typically? You juggle a lot, very impressive. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I'll give you guys a quick rundown of my day. I wake up, dude. I wake up 6:30. I check the stock market. I look at my plays. I fall back asleep until around 7:15. I get up. Well, it depends on if I fall back asleep or not, but I'll sit in bed and check my plays, cash some stuff out if I need to, move some stuff around. And I'll get up around 7:15. Usually hop in the shower, grab a quick banana, something, a couple of oranges, brush my teeth, walk the dog, get out the door by 8. I leave the house at 8. Leave the house at 8, and then I get to work. It's like an hour commute, brutal. Get to work, and then work until around 4:30 or 5:30, give or take, depending on if I get stuff done or not. And then I come home, get home around 6:30, walk the dog, throw something in the air fryer, hop on stream if I stream. Afterwards, play a game of Counter-Strike, go to bed. Repeat. Every day. It's brutal, dude. Alright, we're definitely I haven't been streaming as much the past couple of days because I've been kind of feeling it, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna say, so this is the here. So I'm gonna say relative cursor pointer transform transition all duration. I'm gonna say if, I'm going to do this. We're going to do another inline expression here. Right? And we're going to say here, $, bracket, props dot sold, question mark, hover scale, group, hover shadow large, hover shadow neutral, no. Bruh. Okay, so that disabled the hover effect. Now what we'll do is I kind of want to give it like a little bit of like a wiggle. If it like, I don't know, it kind of is overkill. Or maybe I'll give like the hover just like a slight, like less hover. Maybe just a smaller hover. Like these ones you can really hover on. But these ones, like you can't hover on. Or you can, but it's just really small. It's like just a smaller hover. What do you guys think? I got this new superpower using this this conditional thing. I'm using it every time now. It's like gonna be overkill. Okay, so if this, then we're gonna do this, but do a hover of like 102. So it's just a little hover, right? But this one then gets like a bigger hover because it's available, right? What do you guys think? Or just eliminate hover altogether? Or just keep it? $6.30, gotcha, check those stocks. Our community is brutal. Appreciate that. You're funny. Yeah, it's not even that far. It's only like 15 miles. It takes an hour to go 15 miles. It's brutal. It's just traffic, man. It's so bad. No, I think I'm gonna disable the hover. I don't really like it with this, like with the sticker on there. I think it looks better like just not being able to hover over it. Little hover? I did. Well, let's go back. Let's see. Maybe like a 101 hover, just like a little baby hover. Should we make it so you can't see the so you can't flip to the next photo either? If we go to the Depop, even on sold ones, you can still get the hover they have, right? They just have sold this. We're going above and beyond here, man. Yeah. I think I am going to reduce, though, the actual scale of this hover. It's a little bit too big. Yeah, 103 is a little bit better. And then I'm going to kill the hover on the null. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, California. It's brutal, brutal, brutal. Okay, so we've added in grayscale and sold insignia, which is nice. Let's do. I kind of want to make the shadow this color for the shadow of the card itself, of the Polaroid. I'm confused. Hover, shadow, large. Pressure transform. I'm trying. Oh. Yeah. So we have, let me do this, shadow, large, no, medium, shadow, charcoal, and it gives a little bit of a darker shadow. Oh, I forgot you can do this. Oh, no way. I totally forgot you could click on this and get the scale. Oh, that's so clutch. Okay. So then we go on hover, we go kind of lighten up. Oh, that border doesn't go away on the Polaroid. So the hover, so maybe I should make the hover, or the hover needs to go on the Polaroid card itself and on the tape, because it needs to grow. The tape also needs to grow. Yes, that's right. So that's why I have it on this outer div here. So we made the shadow large on the hover, going from medium, so you get a little bit of expanding, right? Yeah. And then you also get this, go to neutral here. So let's go shadow black. There you go. Now it just kind of gets darker on the hover to kind of show you that it's selected a little bit more. Now I'm going to reduce, I think, that hover scale even more so to maybe 102. Yeah. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now let me I don't have any gum. I can't really do it, so I'm gonna have to wait on that one. So what do we need? We need real Scotch tape. We need... What a tape texture? Well, honestly, those look pretty good. Like some duct tape little strips. Or these things. Right, these. Stock photos. Killing me. $300 for some tape images? Get real. Who do you think you are? Where do you get off? Kind of like that frosted. Like that's literally what we need, but they want to charge us a gazillion dollars for them. Maybe we should just make our own. Screw them. My tape is here. So I could just put a picture of something in here. Like that's like perfect. But it's an Adobe stock image. It's a JPEG. There's also a JPEG. Control me. It's locked. What? Oh, here we go. This is a .jpegs. That's not what we want. We want Illustrator. Yeah. These ones are free. This might be it right here. This might be it right here. Okay, so let's go here. Take this into Photoshop. Oh, let's go. File. Trim. Export as. Tape 1. Alright. Let's go to our desktop. Grab that tape 1. Hello, tape of food. Import tape 1 from tape 1. Okay, so we're gonna say tape. Going to create another div here. Comment this one out. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna say yeah, it's pretty good tip. I learned that not too long ago when I was trying to figure out how to do that. Chat told me, DPT told me how to taught me that. So let's go here. Let's go class name equals to, and let's say we want to do width. Let's say like 100 pixels and see what happens. 200 pixels. Let's say height. It's kind of stretched a little bit. I didn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad, dude. Let's do a couple more. Let's grab, I think this guy would be kind of cool. This one's a little long. Probably this one or this one or that one. Let's go this one. image trim. Okay, boom. File, export, as, export PNG. We'll make it tape 2. Reduce this, reduce this. Let's go desktop, tape 2. Copy, assets, paste, tape 2. Let's move this into product card. Look at us, we're getting better at React. We're moving quicker here, at least, right? Now let's go ahead and let's see what it would look like with tape 2. Beautiful. I think that looks really good. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm gonna give it the default width, and then it's a little bit thicker normally, right? Yeah. Whoa! I like that. It's like 45 pixels. That looks really good. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Slow. So maybe we'll have a collection of... So my idea is that we're going to have a collection of different types of tape. And then when we render them, it'll select a random one from our list of tapes. And then, you know, kind of... And then also I want to have 2 different types of designs for the tape. One up front, like on top, and then one where the corners are taped of the image, right? But for now, we can just kind of leave it here at 1. This looks really good. This looks really good. I'm like stoked about this. This looks awesome. Let's go ahead and take a screenshot here. Throw this in the Discord. I found a free PNG tape pack. LOL. Just what I needed. So much better. If you guys aren't in the Discord, make sure you guys hop in the Discord. Shout out to no one knew today. Harsh was at 112, so no one knew it during this stream. Link down below in the description. What if the height is a little bit large? What if I go back down to 40? 43. Nah, it's whatever. 5. Yo, Ray, how's it going, dude? Glad you're able to make it in tonight. Thank you, my guy. What's going on, Ham? What's going on, man? Okay. Okay. That looks really good. So I'm gonna make a comment here. I'm gonna actually get rid of this tape. Let's go. We definitely need a pusher. Let's go add sold custom sold asset and realistic tape. Nice. Good little push there. Gonna increase the size of this guy. I think this looks awesome. I'm really happy with this so far. All right, you guys, I think I'm going to end it here for today. We did a 2-hour and 14-minute React coding session here, building, using like live front end building in React, getting some cool ideas up on the screen, building, using actual real world assets with transparent backgrounds to kind of make this kind of mix between digital and real world kind of feel. So it kind of has that more personal brand. I think is kind of a cool feature that we have here. But yeah, I'm super satisfied with this so far. So my next goal is that we definitely need to figure out like a font. So my idea is that I would like to have my girlfriend write in Sharpie, a custom font using a font template, and then I can use that to basically use as a font, and then I can and then I'll also have her also use Sharpie and make a new cutout here with sold, and then I'll put like a piece of gum on it to make it look like it's using that to stick to the page. And I think that'll be a cool little feature as well. And maybe we'll move this like closer to the top here so that it like you can see a little bit more of the image. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna end it here. If you guys enjoyed this working session, working on building this business up and getting a cool site going, I think that's gonna be really awesome. We're gonna be taking it little by little. My goal is to kind of get the site up and going by 2026. I know that's a long ways away, but we have a lot of features to add. We've only been working on it for a week now, and we've only gotten this far. We've gotten a lot really far, building the web scraper and got all that, the database, sorted out and synced and everything, but the web page is definitely going to be the bigger task here, especially if we're styling as we go and whatnot. But once we get kind of the products, that's like the biggest portion of the page. Then all we really need is like a home, and then like a hero page, and then like an about, and like I think that's kind of like the gist of what we need for core, right? And then we can add in some cool features, such as some like little mini games for clothes and stuff. I think would be kind of fun. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you guys probably tomorrow, most likely. Yeah. Anyways, bye guys. Have a good evening. We're one sub away from 3,200. So who wants to be lucky number 32? Thank you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye.